This is going to be a cracker. Japan in red serving, the USA in white and blue receiving. It's the final match of the pool phase of week 3 at the Volleyball Nations League. We're in Fukuoka, Japan. And it is a side-edge start for the USA, which sends the governor back to the serving line. Interesting fact for those of you that didn't know, Feluke Akinradewo has a lot to answer for because she gave Jordan Larson the nickname the governor. That one's caught the antenna, it's out of play. So, break point already for the US. Nishida with a miss. Good art by Wongerantes. Skinner's first swing. The rangefinder not getting the baseline.
It looked almost like Skinner was a little bit surprised with the quality of the dig. That it wasn't going to be a high ball, that she had a little bit more time, or a little bit less time, sorry, than she expected.
Iwasaki back to serve. It's a good pass. That's some lovely height. What a great swing from Anna Hall. She was reserve in week 2 for the USA. It's the first time we've seen her on court. Certainly I've seen her on court this week. And that's a great swing. Ball to serve. Oh, goodness, it stayed in play. Japan trying to find a way through. Wonderful pickup, but no one else could get there. That's unlucky, actually. Hall's gone in, and the timing of that one meant she couldn't quite get enough on it to get it back over that. Ooh.
On the replay, that doesn't look super clean.
No, but it's all one action, so it's okay. That's unlucky. Gets a bit more height on that one. Ishikawa. Well played, Carlini! It was like, oh, what do? I know. I'll use my super setting skills and go behind.
Using super setting skills is a great solution every time for a setter.
It really was. Well played, Washington, and just carried on her route. That's a good pass. We're going to see a lot of that. Both these teams getting good ball in and putting pressure on each other's blocks. What a touch. Drews again. And hammers that one to the line.
Well, this point maybe encapsulates what we think might happen coming to this game. There's going to be a lot of defense from Japan, and there's going to be a lot of scoring from Annie Drews.
Serve from Drews. It gets Japan off the net, but an equally good swing to find the very corner of the court from Nishida.
It's not just the location, it's the tempo of the set from Iwasaki. Koga arrives perfectly in rhythm.
Yes, Koga on the back of her shirt. Koga, she likes to be known. She is Nishida by marriage, but Koga when she's on the court. This is going well at the moment for the USA. Oh, lovely. Pipe attack, the BIC as it's known in the United States. It's quick attack from the middle of the court, back row, gets the job done.
Yamada runs the small slide behind the short distance, and the awareness to see Washington move on the block and create the space with a second movement.
That previous replay gave a good example that all of the attackers, the ring attackers and the pipe, all running at exactly the same tempo. Nice up from Wongerantes. Drews can only have a tip. Good leave. She doesn't find the court. Great start this for the USA. Leading by 3. Only 12 players available for this one for Coach Kauchkirai. Bogu's not playing. Polter and Plummer have gone back to the States already. Good slide. Another free ball chance. And Drews brings it, but did that come off the block? They're saying no, they're playing on. It's still in play! Oh my goodness! Oh, I say, this is just crazy. Go! Koga! You've got to be kidding! And it didn't catch the block. But look at that, they just played on, played to the whistle, and they've won the point. The most amazing point this week of the VNL. What a swing. Work for Larson to do. Didn't get the contact she wanted, and look at this, Japan are back to within a point.
We talked about how respectful the Japanese fans are, but the volume has gone up with these last 2 points.
Certainly has. Having to scramble here, the USA. Larson keeps it in play, but it's advantage Japan. Good up, Wongarantis. Oh, no one else to get it. Carlini's waiting for Drews. Drews is waiting for Carlini, and it is 7-7.
Great variation from Ishikawa. Gets the difference in speed, causes the American defense to be sitting back waiting for the strong shot.
Nice ball in. But the block is absolutely quality. Iwasaki, one-on-one.
Great footwork. Little shuffle step, chooses her spot, jumps straight. No wasted movement in that block.
Good up. Good touch. Oh, it's not landed in, so they're going to have to challenge for a block touch if they want to try and get the point. And no challenge coming. How close is this? Well, we need to see it. Oh, well, that close. Touch. Oh, what a pickup. Another good pickup, this time Carlini. Drews needs to stretch and does so and works the block. The USA lead again, 9-8. We are back on service now. Wonderful defense. The USA know this is going to be tough. They scrimmaged with Japan before the VNL in May in Anaheim. So they have a good look at each other in terms of how they play. Has that caught any fingers? No, so we stay in Fukuoka. We don't get to go to Brooklyn in this set. Nice disciplined block from Larson. Didn't reach outside her body line. USA up by 2. Touch. Very good. Slowing the ball down. Now comes Skinner. Nice swing from her on the pipe.
Such an incredibly explosive athlete, Skinner.
Timeout call.
This opening 19 points is anything to go by. these players are going to really need the day off tomorrow after this round. It's been high intensity and high quality volleyball.
It's bringing the best out of both teams at the moment. Nice up, Skinner playing good position. Oh, and she's followed it up with a wonderful pike attack or pick attack, whichever you want to call it.
Her athleticism allows Carlini to set this ball really aggressively. So there's not that movement out of the hands that shows that the ball has a little bit longer to travel and gives the block a little bit more time.
Let's call a piece of the block. They're going to challenge. Oh, they are. Well, Larson was pleading for the challenge to come and say that it hadn't hit the block. Now Hall made no adjustments, so she just carried on playing. So it certainly didn't catch Larson, but did it catch Hall?
And the second or two of communication when Karch gave the signal.
This is Karch saying, I thought there was a touch, I'm sorry, it was my fault, I didn't call that earlier. So straight away said, because Larson's like, call it. Okay, good luck now.
And if you ever want to see frantic button pushing,
yeah,
wait for a mid-rally challenge when the coach goes, now!
It'd be good. It'd actually be nice if it was kind of old school, like a proper old school tablet with a big button you can actually press. Not trying to get around the screen. So is there a touch? Yes, there wasn't. So who's got that touch? It is Hall, isn't it? That was the thing. So that was the thing, because Hall never said a word, but maybe Hall needed to be saying, no, I touched it. But of course, she's concentrating on the point and is still involved in it because it was over where she wants to be going next to block.
Yeah, she was locked into what was happening on the play,
yeah,
knowing that she touched it.
Nice one by Larson. Gets a little roll shot ahead and in front of Ishikawa.
Lovely speed variation. Checks the swing at the top.
USA back to where they were earlier with a decent lead in this opening set. Quality of the coverage and the ball out is incredible. And it wasn't just a scramble in, it's I'm under this, the legs come through, deliver a lovely high ball, and look at that.
Everyone's ready to go.
Yep.
And as we've seen so many times with this Japanese offense, they really want to use Araki and show this long, quick, the shoot, the 7 play early in games and find out what the opposition block is going to do with it.
The call, easy leave. Verbal communication, only a part of the communication that's required in volleyball. It's not the only form of communication. Well played. Washington's waiting and ready to pounce.
The US middles are taking a one step, just a small step when they see they're not committing fully on the follow, and then jumping out to get their hands over the net.
Second timeout for Japan. USA are doing a good job, aren't they, at the moment, of their block defense, getting some touches to get transition, but also being in good positions early to make those touches or make actual block points.
They have done well. The counter move, though, is that now the Japanese coaching staff have an idea of what their block is doing against the different calls that they use.
Skinner couldn't guide that one back into court, and so Ishikawa will go back to serve for Japan. ball goes off. Wongaranti's into the pass with Larson and Skinner. Carlini is position 5, so has 3 set hitters to choose from. One of them's Drews, who brings more than enough heat for that one to sail back over. Out of play. Double substitution time. And a really good tactic to use if you've got the personnel to do it, and the USA certainly have, because Hancock goes back to serve, Thompson comes into the front row. We'll now have 9 rotations, once this is all done and dusted, we reverse that, of setter in the back row and 3 front court attackers.
Unless the USA win the next 9 points in a row.
Correct. That's assistant coach wishful thinking for you. Oh, what a touch by Larson. Skinner can go for it, and does. Oh, that's nice. She just kept high, didn't she? And Danny kind of showed the snap.
It's the late change on this swing. She doesn't do anything early that shows she's going to take some pace and roll for the corner. Why Ishikawa gets caught flat-footed. She's expecting a hard-driven ball off the top of the block.
Four players all in motion for Japan, but somehow the USA have got a touch on it and a swing chance for a break point, and Skinner's come up with another good solution.
So the USA are trying to score on all 3 levels. They're trying to score with a tip, they're trying to score with an off-speed, and they're trying to score strong. Makes very difficult for the Japanese defenders to feel like they're in rhythm against the attack.
And there's no clear indication as to which one of those is coming at any time. Oh, ace serve, Hancock! Finds the hallway of hesitation. Well, that's interesting because they're taking Ishikawa out of the serve-receive unit because of the way that they're stacking their... the setter...
Seki is having to run from the middle of the court to try and get to the net.
As opposed to being up at the net, because they're bringing their opposite back to pass. So it's a really tricky rotation.
Yeah, the hardest part is the setter has to run towards the net. They lose the vision of what's going behind them. Then they have to slow down and turn around, find the ball, and then be able to run their offense.
Aries on to serve. Goes after Larson. Thompson goes over the top. We have London 2012. It's a good serve, dropping really quickly. Stable set for Thompson to have another go, and a block is set as well. Thompson went a tad steep on that. Skinner's going to come out. Cook's coming in.
And for Japan, it's Yukiko Wada who comes in to serve.
Perfect pass. Quality side out. Just have a watch of all the players moving around the ball now. Look at that. You've got 2 in the middle, 1 either wing. You're going to be spreading the block. You're going to make it difficult.
And Japan playing with position 6 in the middle. They have previously been shifting 6 over more towards position 1. So the USA have seen something they want to attack in that area.
Oh, where are you going? Thompson, where are you going? You've got some defense to play first.
That was full turn and run from Thompson.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? I need to go and hit. I need to go and... Oh, I should have done it. That's quite tight. Well played, Hall. Oh, yes. Excellent. She got out, almost out of the picture completely. She got that far out and then just come straight back in again. Look at this. Full speed. Great finish. Well, on to the 7th rotation of the setter in the back row. Japan in full flow. Good take. Couldn't get a rhythm. Oh, gainer from Carlini. And we go again, free ball for Japan. Lovely. So clever. So clever.
It's the decision that's been made having run this call already. They have an idea of what the American block is going to do, that there's going to be a small step from the middle, and that the blocker in position 4 for the US is going to help.
Yamada. Nice play, Deuce. Gets her all the way around the outside on this tricky rotation 1 that makes it work. Skinner's back in. Cook's job is done as a passing sub. Larson now to serve. That's an easy one for the US. And a change up from Deuce, reaching high with the power tip to bring up set point. Nicely done. Aries had to play this. No middle coming now. There's going to be a swing chance for the set. Skinner. And gets the better of Kojima, and the USA silence the crowd here in Fukuoka. They take the opener, 25-15.
The USA really kicked on in the back half of that set. It was close when the first few timeouts were called, and they've just crushed the second half. And they've done really well using variation in their attack tempo. Normally when we talk about attack tempo, it's the speed that the ball travels from the setter to the hitter. They haven't changed their tempo there, but they've changed the speed that the ball's leaving the hitter's hand. And they've found some soft spots in the Japanese defense system. So US coaching staff obviously doing a very good job being prepared for this game.
Yes, indeed. Alfie Reft, Tama Miyashiro and Erin Virtue are an integral part of what goes on behind the scenes. So those are the stats. No serve aces, Japan. 18 at double the attacks.
That was it. USA was scoring. Being able to get the ball on the floor, off the block, however, doing that efficiently is what ultimately, and almost all the time, decides who wins. Though even without calculating what was a pretty lopsided first set on the scoreboard, not necessarily on the court, the USA only 53% favourites to win the match from here.
What? Well, after just winning 25-15 without having Poulter, without having Recchi on the court, without having Plummer available, with Ogbogu unavailable. Okay, all right, yeah, fair, I can see that. Yeah, nope.
And it's those floating volleyballs that you see there. Not enough for Japan. Only 8 attack winners. Those for the US. Sorry, 9 attack winners, and for the US, 18. And the illustration there of the different parts of the court that they're scoring on. It's not just gathered in the corners or near the baseline or on the sideline. It's the middle of the court. Annie Drews leading the line with 6 points, but ably assisted by Skinner with 5. And Washington with 3. The challenge is now on Japan. Can they find a response to this variation in attack from USA? And they will start the second set almost exactly how they finished the first. Wada and Seki, Ishikawa, Koga, Airi, and Yamada. And as makes sense for USA, no changes for them either. You win a set 25-15. Oh, we don't need to change too much.
No, well done. Go out and do it again, please.
It's one of those really great conversations you can have between a coach and your assistant. Yep, go again.
Just the rotation now. Don't get that wrong. Where they started.
That's stressful enough sometimes.
Tell me about it. I got it round the wrong way. But it worked. We won the set. Carlini gives a cheap point to Japan. And that will send Ishikawa back to the serving line. So decent work. Hall is really enjoying her time on court. Getting that one right over the top of Airi. The pass. Oh, Skinner went a bit early. Hall got the timing right, but it's Japan who come again with Koga. Oh, Skinner, what a dig! Kojima! That is Japan at their finest.
Fighting off a wonderful attack by Skinner. Even in slow motion, that one looks fast. And then precision on the high ball set allows Koga to work off the block.
Very good dig that from Kojima. He's a defensive specialist. You can see more of Kojima. That's not made it. Koga can't find a way through that time.
Airi left her with a lot of work to do to set outside the sideline. So Koga trying to find some way past the block and into the court.
Good touch by Drews. Larson makes herself available for the 10 ball. It didn't quite work out. Pass. It's going to win a tad steep, so the net getting involved. Drews. Has that made it? Has that made it? No, no, it hasn't. It's not far away, though.
In early action, Japan looks like they've had a discussion where they've talked about it's okay to tip and take a player out and force the USA to try and play really fast in transition and force them to be under a bit of pressure to execute there.
So far, so good for Japan. They lead by 2. It's a big serve. Oh, I say. That's not going to make it.
There is a running battle between Skinner and Kojima. And at one point, one of them's going to have to be declared the victor, and I don't know who it's going to be.
Free ball for the USA. Carlini's front row, doesn't go with the second ball attack, finds Washington, but now Japan can have a go. Koga! Good lead by Skinner, saw that didn't clip the block, so wasn't tempted to play it.
The block position from the US against Koga is, right now, perfect. She likes to play the short angles in the space next to the block. She's got great hand control to do this, but they're finding just the right spot where she can't get past it and find the court.
Well watched by Washington. Desperate scramble. Ishikawa. Better swing chance here for Skinner. Japan doing well with their block touches. We're still going. Advantage Japan. That's a bit tight. Skinner does so well to get something on it. What a pickup by Ishikawa. And now it's USA having to scramble. Drews finds a way through. Wonderful rally.
Japan look very happy as we see another clip collection of amazing defense efforts. But Japan look happy that on a first attack, so off reception, that they're not too concerned to tip the ball and try and play out, but they will keep attacking as the rally goes on.
Great touch. That's not easy for Carlini. Wongarante's read that so quickly. There's too much heat on it. Larson comes up with the point, and the USA have gone from 4-2 down to 6-5 in front.
This is the risk when you're trying to force your opponent to play more volleyball, that they can find their rhythm in the part of the game you're trying to force them into.
Well, we talked about Carlini having a super set in set one, but this set is something special as well, because this is not easy. But look at that, it's on a plate, and then an absolutely sushi slice cross court. Play drilling, that's her first pipe attack she's had through the middle. She's ready for it. Finds a very good angle.
Good cut into the space with Seki not taking part in the triple block.
Oh, look at that. What's like a beach set? That ball had zero spin on it. Oh, it's landed it. I thought it had gone out. What? Oh, it's, goodness me. Oh, what a block. That's a tough one. Carlini tries to bounce it. She comes up with the point, and look at this, it's 9-6. Japan have called timeout. It's a 7-2 run of points for the USA.
Japan have managed to change the rhythm and the tempo of the American attack. But it's gotten faster, it's gotten stronger, there's less tipping, there's less rolling. And as a result, the scoreboard has switched in the USA's favor.
It really has. Washington to serve. Who's got there again? Oh, and that time it's a fist of fury from Carlini.
You're not going to see too many balls hit sharper than this at any point in the VNL. She has snapped that straight down.
She has. She could be the queen of pink. Pink. Nicely done by Ishikawa.
And a 3-point margin for Japan is manageable, but they can't let it blow out. They can't let the USA stay in this rhythm, so they have to try and keep forcing the USA into different situations.
Carlini brought off the net, so goes wide. Oh, what a touch. What a shame that didn't continue.
Possibly a discussion in the US timeout about, hey, let's go back to what was working. We've got this tip, we've got this off speed. Let's not fall in love with the idea of hitting every ball hard just because we can.
Carlini with the serve. USA into a strong series of rotations with 3 big blockers, 3 attackers. Larson slowed down. Free ball for the USA. Now 4 attacking options available. A well-played ball, and she's going to get... Oh, no, Harry gets to it first. Larson, oh, power tip-tastic from her.
Did a great job letting the ball drift in front just enough that she can push. So if she takes this ball early, so a tiny little wait for the ball to get in front of her hand and then push.
That's off the hands. That's a lovely ball in. That's a great dig. And the block works. Hall is having a great time.
Koga hasn't found the spot she wants to be attacking this ball against the US block. She hasn't been able to get inside the court to go sharp. Now waiting on the line, the US block's in the right place against her once more.
Very good pass. Oh, lovely. That was a lovely service. It was right on that sideline, but the ball in from Koga is exceptional.
And the spacing on this set. The jump away for Irie to get right out into that seam. She shows her approach straight at Hall and then jumps out into the seam. Great precision on the set.
Ball does it back. Lovely cut from her. So glasses off. She gets ready to serve.
Interesting that both players who wear glasses on the court when they're front row take them off to serve and then play defense.
Good up. Work to be done for Skinner. Lovely leap. And it's a net touch by Japan. Skinner's twice now. She's been so close to the net and not touched it. Oh yeah, just that last. She's landed, and she's still part of the block then, because she's landed and on the floor and then caught it with her hand. Oh, what a challenge. Nice play, Yamada. Now, those of you wondering what I was talking about with that, you can go up and block, and then when you land, if the ball's on the other part of the court, if you're turning and you're doing so much, you're not actually in blocking mode, and the ball is nowhere near you, and you touch the net, it won't be deemed a fault.
I'm going to hire you as my challenge consultant at some point, Clayton.
Okay. Oh, goodness. That ball was some serve. Another great block from the USA, slowing it down, Washington. Now Skinner, that one coming over the shoulder. Koga, no good for her. Skinner's ready again. This time it's in front of her, and she absolutely buries it. Talk about stepping up and stepping in. She's doing all of it.
Japan let her begin working on this angle and haven't found a way to get the stop. Kojima sits in the right position, but the ball has too much heat or too much angle.
Lovely ball in again. The passing has been exceptional, both sides. And that time, the block has worked. Nice touch. So is that from Larson. Oh, Hancock, magnificent. Now he'll get back into position. Oh, Wonderantes. Japan come again. Ishikawa. Oh, Larson. All three of the back row players have made incredible digs. Now Kojima's getting in on the act. Oh, again, Wonderantes. Goodness me, I'm running out of voice. Skinner's all over it. The USA take the point. No, they do. Oh, they do. Yes, they do. Oh, they do. And now the referee. Stop it, referee. He pointed one way and then he's pointed the other.
He got lost in the excitement as well. That was amazing ball control on both sides of the net.
I can't handle much more of that.
Well, we need a timeout to get our breath back. So does Japan.
So much good volleyball happening at the moment, and Brazil-Turkey is a game that you do not want to miss. Not going to tell you the result, but you can go to it and watch it after this one. Another cracker. This is just phenomenal volleyball at the moment. 17-11. The USA are pulling out the performance of the week right now. Hancock, that will stay in play. Wonderantes gets her skates on. Free ball for Japan. 4 attacking options. Ishikawa, one of them, and she's off the hands and away. Very nicely done by her.
The movement adjustment on the set position, so she steps inside the court a little bit more, knowing that the block will have to reach up and inside to try and close the seam.
Nice. Good set from Hancock. Squeezes that one through the arms of Ishikawa, or in between the arms. A point for Japan. That sends Nanami Seki back to the serving line.
That is a super tough swing from Ishikawa. She knows that her team needs something right now, even with a big block in front of her, finds the way to score.
Passing again, perfect. Oh. Well, the ball's at the floor. That's a big net touch. I was wondering what was going on there. I thought Hall was in the net.
Irie trying to make that extra second effort.
Yes, Irie's all over the net. I was looking at the ball down on the floor. The next thing, this is where you're paying attention. So, Drews is in, Carlini is in. 19-30, an incredible lead for the USA. The positive sets are always really nice, and for those who are wondering what I mean by that, it's where the ball comes into the setter and they continue it on its journey behind their head. Just get a little bit more pace. The ball doesn't have to stop in the hands to go back out the other way.
It's a sign of quality contact in the hands that even with small time with the ball spent in physical contact with the ball, the precision is still there and the speed is still there.
Good lead from Skinner.
Narrowly out, and it has been really narrow margins in so many points, but the margin on the scoreboard is not flattering for Japan despite some amazing effort so far.
Well played, Ari. They were running that with her for a while. When she first came in to the national team, they were running her on a half ball in the middle.
She is very athletic, so it allows her to make the most of that.
Save. It was almost a dunk from Carlini then. No, from Hall.
She's had a couple where she's just gone high and has the last extension of her action where she just pushes the ball into an area of the court.
She's definitely got some hops as Hall.
But it's Cook who has the ball to serve.
Touch by Carlini, held her base position really well. And again, and as such, trying to find it, get past Carlini, doesn't get the court.
USA doing a fantastic job on block and defense. We think about them as being a power team, as a disciplined team, but they've played some really suffocating defense against Japan. Multiple balls, just keeping it alive and getting a chance to swing back. Cook returns to the bench. Hall makes the quick change with Justine Wongarantes.
Must be that time from Wada. Osaka marvellous player since 2020. Actually, a Cornacchia Cup World Cup winner back in 2019. Marvellous event that takes place in Italy. Teams from all over the world come to play, and club teams, as well as junior national teams. Good touch. Koga, no way through. Tries again. Finds a way through, but it's going to stay in play. Free ball now, Japan. Seki barking out the orders here of what she wants as everyone starts to make their move, and the slide behind gets it done.
Yamada runs a great tempo. She's up in the air. She's launched into her last step as the ball's in the setter's hands, which allows Seki to be super aggressive. They can get into the seam before the US block can respond.
Nice. Oh, full stretch, Kojima. Clever, clever from Seki.
Japan really having to be patient and wait for their moments to swing.
That time Washington makes it happen. And look at that, we're at the set point. It's a good comeback by Japan, but not enough. That'll do it. The USA take the set 25-18. They now lead Japan by 2 sets to nothing.
There was a discussion that was happening before we went to air between Dave Rogers and I. And Dave Rogers is very clearly a smarter man than me. He has a thought that the USA are not worried about where they were on the table coming into this week, because now they get to play under real pressure. They get to almost force themselves into their best volleyball.
Do you know what? There's something to be said for that, because no matter how you try, you cannot recreate that in practice. no matter, and we do all those things, don't we? You know, like, right, it's, you are 24, 26 or whatever, you're 18, 23 down, you've got to try, and it's false. This is the only time you can do it. So it couldn't be better in terms of that kind of preparation to suddenly have to do this, to go there. Yeah, huge.
Much better attack numbers from Japan, but the block from the USA makes the difference in this set. Some really good decisions, especially at the end there, where both sides going to reset on the slide. US making the better adjustment. From starting the game at a deficit in win probability, the US have flipped the script. Now with a 59% prediction of a win from where we are currently in the game.
Skinner's played really well.
She has. She's worked that cross-court angle exceptionally well.
The former Kentucky uni and then went to Baylor. From there went to France for Bez's volley. And has been playing with Real Musea Venera Chieri the last season. Doing a great job in the A1, and that's the quality of this team, playing in some of the best leagues around the world. And the majority of them coming back to the USA to play in the Love B. And that includes Wongarantes going to Omaha, Hancock's going to Houston. Right, we are just looking at the stats at the moment, but once they're done, we're going to head down to the court because Dave Rogers is waiting patiently with Karch Kirai. Let's see what he has to say.
Thank you very much, Clayton. Right, Karch, what did you feed these guys for breakfast this morning? Because they look like a different team, but I understand the job isn't done. So what are you most pleased with?
We're doing a really good job executing the game plan. We're also just passing well. That's a great serving team. And I don't think it was anything I said. It's just they're putting together a crisp 2 games of volleyball so far. But you're right. This is a really dangerous team. We've got huge respect for Japan. They can fight back. They're going to come back with everything they have in their capacity. And we got to be ready for it.
But of course, you're ambitious and you want to go deep in elite competitions, whether it's VNL or Olympics, and you're going to need to thrive and survive under pressure. Is that what we're seeing now from this group?
That's a little. I mean, if we are able to win one more set here, we would earn the right to play in finals week. That's not a bad reward for this match.
One to go. Good luck.
Thrive to survive. 8,000 fans want to see 3 more sets. I can tell you now that Dave has switched sides and he's ready to have a chat with Gen Koika. Let's hear what he has to say.
Again, there are 8,000 people here and hundreds of thousands around the world who want this game to go to 5 sets. How are your team going to make that happen?
Well, first of all, it's a really special feeling that playing in front of those awesome fans, you know. But, you know, now we really have to get the point from outside. That's we really need it.
Can you let us know what the messaging was, what the coaches have said to the players to make those changes?
Well, we have to get the point from outside, you know, to do it. We try to get the point from touching out or from, you know, line shot.
And will there be any personnel changes, any new players on court for the 3rd set?
So far we don't change it.
Good luck. 5 sets, I'm not sure. USA are flying.
They really are. It's been a lesson in volleyball from the USA right now. And like Gen was saying, they're trying to work the fringes. They're trying to use the outsides to get block out and find the line. But the USA are equal to it. Their blocking's been shutting that opportunity down.
Their block has done a great job, not just in blocking the attack, but giving their defenders the right angles to be able to make an extra play on the ball. They've scrambled super well, made those 1 extra touches and turned them into attacks.
I say, all the fans here would like it to go to 5. Those around the world watching would like it to go to 5. Unless you're supporting the USA, and you'll be sat pretty much on the edge of your seats now for this one. Hopefully they can get it done in 3. And it is set number 3 upon us. Seki with the serve. Larson, cool, calm, collected.
I don't have an extra word with C to add to that.
Confident.
Confident, thank you, Clayton. in control.
Yes. Ready to serve. Again, USA doing a good job of forcing the lines with their serves, really taking players out. Well done, Skinner. Get up, no time for resting. Oh, she's made the block as well. Oh, I say.
You were talking about taking players out. Hall managed to take Skinner out, or some version of that. And then great recovery. And just like that, USA up 2-0, and Japan have to find a way to keep in touch and not let them skip ahead.
Ishikawa to serve. That was a good view. Hall to serve. Washington now into the front row. That's more like it. That's what Japan are looking to achieve more of. Good swing from Wada.
Aggressive long ball set. Washington will follow the set on this +4, so when there's a good situation but moving towards position 4.
Malini has to lead it. Wongarantes is ready, waiting, covering, and Drews brings some heat, and now it's pinged down by Washington, who takes on Carlini as the queen of ping.
We'll have to get the measuring tape out to find out exactly who was close. Oh, but I think the folks at Cold 6 might be able to calculate that one for
I reckon they could. That was a fab rally. I think Carlini got the first one. Actually, she was closest. Serving's just gone a little bit wayward. Good serve. Great touch, Carlini. Just about all she could do to send it over. Big scramble. And Japan find a way through. Gap in the block that time. Good pass, even with Carlini off the net, still options. Drew's one of them, but now Japan come back looking for a break point, but they've got their timing wrong. Skinner is the outlet and comes up with the point.
Uses the speed to go high seam, but she gets up over the ball before the Japanese block. It's a sizzling 107km/h attack.
Another chance here for the US. Carlini having to shove Washington out the way. What a pass. And what a set that was too. But Japan can't capitalise, and then Larson inches off the floor, but with a nice high contact, looking for the block and finding it to get the block out.
She's not happy with the outcome on that one, but she'll take the point for sure. She was looking for a different shot, but a very good solution in the end.
It's the one area that's just dipped a bit, but isn't it, the serving for the US?
They take a little bit longer between points to make sure that they're all set up and ready to go, but they're leaving the door open for Japan.
That's a good serve. Really good attacking serve and great defense, Japan. Can they get a break point? Ishikawa is close and finds the baseline.
Skinner doesn't believe it. There's a squish factor in play.
Great shot. Well played, Ishikawa. Good disguise on that.
With Washington front, they're letting Ishikawa release early on the block. So if the USA decides to run pipe here, they will have space on Ishikawa's side of the court.
Carlini desperately tries to get it over. Ishikawa does the same. Deuce bruises the block. And it is the USA who have the point for sevens. What a pickup from Wada. Washington with the serve. In the last match, Kurai called a timeout and said, keep it off the bro. You don't want to be going after Kojima, really, even in this game.
You think Karch could speak a bit of Italian, having played there as well. He could pronounce the word correctly.
Or Libera. Just like a picture there, Karch having a word with Washington, maybe just saying that. They're trying to after Kojima, please. Nice dig from Wada. Stayed in play. Deuce isn't going to get that one.
That was the choice from Carlini to set Deuce on the inside pipe, recognizing that Ishikawa is releasing to follow the slide attack. Really good defense from Japan to fill up that middle part of the court and get a transition opportunity.
Work to be done here for the USA. Deuce does it. Big swing from her.
They go to it again. Araki staying in the middle of the court. She wants to be able to block both sides if possible, but arrives late. Ishikawa already released with the middle. So Carlini's identified that soft spot in the Japanese blocking plan.
Great touch. Carlini makes a good adjustment. Now Deuce. Now Larson. What a wonderful swing!
Well, Clayton Lucas is pretty happy with that call, and Wado should be pretty happy with that swing.
She just flown in on the line and didn't front up to take it. Good work. Need to get Hall re-engaged. He's been a real threat in this match.
There's a feeling of restlessness in the hall right now. There's little shouts and calls, and you can feel the determination or the passion from these Japanese fans.
Remember, it's really quiet once the whistle goes. The service. Break point chance for Skinner. Nice touch by Larson. Deuce. They can't get a swing at the moment, the USA. It might be costly. Oh, well played, Wongarantes. Now they can get a swing. No, they still can't. Oh, I say, what a shoot! Seki from that far!
Fantastic set and fantastic presence of mind from Araki to not try and bury this ball. Brilliant defense on both sides. Great find, and just to throw it off the top of the block by Araki. Japan up 11-9.
Ishikawa. Skinner was either just a little late or the ball was a little flat.
It didn't quite reach her hitting window. So she has to lean forward and take the ball way out in front to try and get over the net.
Timeout called by the USA.
In transition, let's just call it loud, be ready. We're missing swings. Let's get a ball that's in a good spot, take a high swing. Off blockers are playing off. We can also tip it over the middle. Back to good.
USA! USA! One side, keep pushing, ladies.
How both sides have wanted to use the tip in this game has been really interesting to watch. The USA started early, trying to work on 3 different levels of their attack tempo. For Japan, it's been fits and starts. They've been finding little ways, but they went back to tipping in the start of the second set to try and force the US to play more ball.
No aces for Japan. Ishikawa changed that. Nope. Nope. That's twice she's been back to serving line now. 2 in a row's not made it over.
She would be one of those players that you feel has the experience that you can say, yep, go for it, be aggressive, and we'll try and make that up with consistency with the other servers.
Good touch, Carlini. Deuce goes with the aggression and gets a break point.
It is a noticeable difference between these two sides. The power on the right side from Annie Drews. Wada and Hayashi, both players that rely on speed and making really good decisions.
Inside out.
Good use of the width in attack. Araki draws Washington to her. Ishikawa can attack the seam.
Mizuki Tanaka. The Osaka Marvelous outside hitter on to serve. Very good serve. Nice touch. Better chance for a swing here. Skinner. Yes, absolutely buries that one. Wow. Where did she find the space for that?
Great thumb down, great footwork. Gets her feet to the seam of the block and then cuts back inside. She keeps going cross and cross and cross.
There's indeed. Double change then for the USA. Hancock's in. Thompson into the front row. Drew's currently the top scorer, just with 12 attack points. No blocks, no serves. Ishikawa is behind her on 11, and it's an ace serve for the USA. That's twice now Hancock's come in and come up with an ace. And it's not even her big jump serve either that she's got. Just finds the gap, nice jump float. So it's a good match. The top 4 attackers, Drew's 12, Ishikawa 11, Skinner 11, Wada 9. Didn't quite get the contact she was looking for that time, did Wada?
It's not really a surprise that Misha Hancock comes in and has effect on serve. For 2019 to 2022, she was voted the best server in Italian A1 League.
And that would be done on stats, not just on R. Yeah, it's a nice technique. The number of aces for Micah Hancock was supreme. Good up by Wongarantes. Skinner makes a fabulous dig happen from Wada, and now Japan do what Japan do so well. Just come back and attack the block. Koga. Oh, yes. It's not often you'll put a tip on the ball that far into court against Japan. Larson finds a way. Ishikawa still up, ready to have an attack. Koga coming in, gets the better of Washington.
Koga is such an important player for Japan, but at the moment she only has 5 points and is at -3% efficiency on her attack.
Difficult though to get it to take her off the court. You feel that she should still be a part of what's going on. Defense has been great. Nice work by Hall again.
She provides a lot of stability in many parts of the game. She's a good outlet on high balls. She doesn't make too many rush decisions.
At what point then as a coach, when you look at that as a statistic, do you think, well, actually, that's not working, I need to make a change?
The flip side is a reception. On 16 receptions, 81% perfect, 62%. Sorry, 62% perfect, 81% positive.
That's the good. Well played, Hall. Now she's stepping in and stepping up. Look at this. Japan called timeout because the USA now leads 17-16.
Clayton, you talked earlier about how hard it is to simulate this situation, and whatever you do at practice to try and create this situation, it's not the same as we're up 2-0. The other team's coming back at us. How do we respond? Or the flip side, we're down 2-0. We've got to get this one.
Larson nearly sent the camera operator flight. It's just a little like, oi, Governor dealing with the extra person on the court. Now, Thompson, you're right, though, what you're saying about that, these situations, nothing better than the match. Larson, another power tips, getting it done.
USA showing great variety and the presence of mind, the ability to stick with the plan. It's not just doing it for 5-10 minutes and it works. They've stuck with it through this whole 3 sets. And now they're looking to reap rewards at the end.
Ball to touch, and oh, I say that is just wonderful, because now they can recycle on, but they can't.
Larson drops her hand at the last second to play some sort of left-handed, one-handed dig off the block. It's a cute idea, but the right-handed push there was probably the play to go with.
It's the next reaction, wasn't it? After that's like, no, shouldn't have done that.
It was just too cute. I like the thought, though, just a little play where she's in control of the next one.
Pick up. Skinner's flying in. Oh, Kojima! But Wada couldn't get to it, and that's a bit of a let-off for the USA. Larson, it might just be one tip too many at the moment, and Japan are getting touches on it.
There's some sort of 2-on-2 beach tournament game going on at the moment between Larson, Wangarates, and Skinner and Ishikawa.
That's hit the floor. That is an ace serve. And now we're looking at 2017, and Japan have to call timeout. Well, she may be perhaps not bringing any heat, but she's bringing solutions, but she's certainly bringing it from the serving line.
It has been a really complete performance from the US. They're getting it done from the service line, they're getting it done on attack, they're getting it done with block and defense.
Good On another day, that might have skipped off into the crowd, and then Skinner is having a wonderful match.
She's gone cross, she's gone cross, she's gone cross, she's hit one high seam, and then she's gone back cross 3 more times. This is a delightful angle.
Great pass, forced all the way wide, and then Wongarantis is just waiting. Kojima again makes a touch, try the middle, and that works.
Wongarantis has the angle on Ishikawa from 4 that Japan haven't been able to find against Skinner.
That's not going to come back. I don't think I have seen, certainly this week, the level of passing that we are seeing on both sides of the net, the quality of it. That is allowing the setters to be able to make and have so many options to attack.
Both sides at around 60%.
Well, that's just the eye test, and it is good, isn't it? That's a good stat.
And it's the use of numbers that confirm what your eye is seeing. It's something you can use as a coach to develop your understanding what's happening in the game. You take what you see, and do the numbers match up? Does it make sense? Do the numbers fit? Or if they don't, then you have something to learn.
Yes, we'll make them fit. Good dig, Seki. Tough one for Koga, but now Japan can come again. Wada's ready. No way through for her at the moment. Now Japan on a bit of a scramble. Wada, nowhere to go. Massive block from Washington. Massive celebration because the USA are 2 points away from a victory and 2 points away from a place in the finals.
And I hope the USA men are watching this as inspiration because they have a very similar task in front of them next week.
They certainly do. Will they be up to it? And Cruz and co get across the line here. Oh, Skinner's touched the net. She couldn't stop herself. She's flying in.
And it's so similar for the USA men that their last game of the last round of VNL is against Japan.
Oh, yeah, excellent.
So we could have...
And it'll be you and me calling it.
The similarities continue.
Oh.
We won't be in Japan. We will be in the Philippines.
We will.
But it'll be another arena full of crazy volleyball fans there as well.
Well played, Carlini, and it is match point for the USA. Many thought this would be 5. I thought this would be a match that would go 5. But right now, USA have changed the script. And they finish it off. Skinner to serve. Larson in the front row with Washington and Carlini. Drew's ready and waiting if needed. They're not ready to make a dig, though. Silent relieved. Japan still in this. Koga back to the serving line. It's overpassed. The one errant pass we've seen from Justine Wongarantis.
She's been travelling along at 80% positive and 80% perfect on her receptions.
Justine, you've just ruined your stats. Timeout call by the USA.
Expecting the slide to be one-on-one some?
Yeah, slide C.
You crush it or the jam to shallow 6. Everybody run around hard. Here we go.
So the slide play with a back row attack inside, and if they get there, they can jam the ball shallow to 6. This is what the USA have done so well, the variation in their different tempos of the ball leaving the attacker's hand.
Koga's got to deliver again from the serving line here. Skinner, Wongarantis, Larson ready to pass. Washington ready to hit. Drew's ready to hit. Carlini on the scramble, though, can only send it over. What a swing from Wada.
Amazing.
23-24 is still not done yet.
Amazing clutch serving from Koga. Great swing from Wada. But twice, Koga has gone back and forced an ace and a negative reception from Justine Wongarantes, who's been on fire on reception this game.
He's up for scoreline. Focus on the task. Carlini has to send another one. Ishikawa, block out. Wowee. 24-24. How deep will we go?
We did ask, why is Koga still on the court with poor attacking numbers? This is exactly why. Clutch serving.
To get a set point chance. Good dig, Wongarantes. Larson, work to do. Does it. Oh, match point. Again for the USA, but now they've got to get it done from serving. No longer the easy way out.
The play they've been waiting to run for 3 points, they finally got their slide with the back row just inside.
Chima lining up Washington. But it's Ishikawa who makes the pass. Swing chance for the match! Drews has done it! 26-24. The USA have beaten Japan by 3-0, and their adventure continues in the VNL as they are going to be going to the finals. Wow!
Well, the first two